My name is Norman MacLeod, and I've had some happy times since I became a councillor for College Shields Ward, which I did in May 2012. But I really don't think I've had a more inspirational evening. This is absolutely marvellous. So, for those of you from College Shields Ward, hello constituents, and don't go away without one of my leaflets that's got my 8 surgeries on it. And for those of you who are not privileged to live in College Shields Ward, welcome to my ward. We have heard tonight some inspirational stories, and as far as I'm concerned, we've also heard some very distressing stories. I'm simply ashamed, quite ashamed, that Fiona and Michael should have had to wait so long to get permission to make their life in our country here. It's not acceptable. I glory in the fact that I represent such a multi-ethnic ward as College Shields. It's probably the biggest range of backgrounds of anywhere in Scotland. And I glory in the fact that it's a happy community. I've just spent 2 hours this afternoon at the new Gurdwara, mixing there and learning a lot about the Sikh community. And we have 4 mosques, 5 churches. We have a happy community. I commend to you, go to the primary schools in College Shields Ward if you want to see the range of Indigenous and New Scots we have. But let me say this very quickly, because I don't want to abuse the hospitality that Fiona and Michael have given me, and the privilege of speaking to you here tonight. I regard myself as an incomer, as an immigrant. My people came to Scotland a couple of 100 years ago, and they didn't even come in peace because they were Vikings. But when I think about the history of this country of Scotland and of Scots, and the way that they were welcomed throughout the whole world, making lives for themselves, throughout Africa, in the Far East, in Australia, in New Zealand, in Canada, and America. Well, I simply regard it not only as the right thing to do, but an absolute moral obligation that in turn, those of us who still live here in Scotland have to extend the same welcome that was given to our countrymen and women throughout the world to those who want to come here to make their lives and contribute to our society. So, welcome. And I'll leave you with this promise. Oh, incidentally, apologies from James Dornan, whom you saw on the film, my MSP colleague. How dare he? He's actually gone on holiday for a week, and he flew out today, but he is represented by my colleague down there. Wave to them all. So he sends his kindest regards, as does my colleague in the College Shields Ward, the Deputy First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, who I know is arranging later on to be meeting with Fiona and Michael, and who sends her kind regards as well. But as I say, I wanted to leave you with one promise from me. If things go as I hope and pray and wish that they will next September, I will use my best endeavours to make sure that when we have the opportunity to set the political agenda ourselves here in Scotland, we will not make people wait 9 years to get to permission. good work that they do, and the angel that's sitting next to me. But it shouldn't be necessary. But it is. Thank you. It's a privilege to be with you.
Who taught the sun where to stand?